guys, my name is DJ. I hope you like that intro. Today I'm going to be showing you how I make my signature honey chicken. First things first, we need the ingredients, and so today we're going to be starting with the chicken itself. I chose a bone-in skin thigh, and typically I'll do boneless chicken thighs, but bone-in works just as great. I like the skin on personally. I think it adds a lot of flavor, and you can find that at your local grocery store for pretty inexpensive. And then I have all the things that I'm going to be adding here. So butter I have over there, and then for garnish I have cilantro. I like putting cilantro on top of almost everything. I have red bell peppers. You can throw in green, yellow, whatever you like. I have a clove of garlic, and then I also have onions that I pre-cut here that are perfect for when you want to make this dish. Then we'll get into cooking. Okay, so first things first, I'm gonna put the butter just a little bit into the pan to get that ready. A lot of people only use oil, but I like adding butter just for a little flavor, and everything's better with butter. And then the reason why I do still add oil is oil has a slower burning point, and so as you're heating up the pan, your butter will burn if the pan is too hot and there's only butter. The oil, because it's slower to burn, helps a lot with that. So then I'm gonna pour just a little bit of oil in the pan, and then the butter and that are going to work together. So I'm going to turn this burner on high, and then we'll go from there. Alright, so now I am mincing the garlic to go in the dish. I am heating up the butter and oil right now in the pan, and I am just going to mince this garlic. Garlic and onion I feel like is crucial for almost any dish. It just adds so much flavor, and the moment you put in your chicken or whatever else you're cooking and there's garlic going, you're going to want to make your kitchen smell delicious. And everybody else is going to love the smell, and then it's just going to add a lot of flavor to the dish. So now I've got the garlic ready to go, and so I'm going to drop that into my pan. As we go here, I'm going to make sure that that butter, you can get that nice sizzle with the butter, and that the oil and butter is nicely, evenly distributed throughout the pan. And once that is good to go, I'm going to turn it off from high. I'm going to keep it around a 7 for this. Now we got that nice sizzle. I'm going to throw in the garlic there. And I'm going to throw in the onions. And so because I have pre-cut these already, I'm going to just grab a pinch of these and sprinkle those in the pan to saute those as well. So like I said, the onion is just going to add some awesome flavor as well as the garlic. And once these have gone for just about a minute, you don't need them in here too long, then we'll put the chicken in. Alright, so now we have our chicken that we cut, and I'm just going to use the knife to slide those right in there. Now that the chicken is going in the pan, we're going to get started with the spices. Alright, so now that we are getting going with the chicken, we're just going to stir it in here. The first thing we want to do is add soy sauce. I use soy sauce to cook almost everything at a healthy amount, especially because we're going to be doing a honey glaze for this. We want to have a good amount of soy sauce, and this helps just bring out so much of the yummy flavor, and you just can't go wrong with adding soy sauce to anything. So we're going to let that sit in there, and then we're going to get going with the rest of our spices. So first things first, salt. Pop this open. This is personal preference. I almost don't measure anything when I'm cooking, and I think that's part of the fun of it, you know. Stick to recipes, yes, when you're baking, and when you're cooking, you're trying to make a specific dish. But if you're just cooking for yourself or your friends or whatever it is, make it to taste. Make it to whatever you feel is right. You can taste along the way, change up things as they go. I'm just adding the Holy Trinity, as my mom and I call it, which is these three right here. Your pepper, your salt, and your garlic salt. If you use those in everything, even if that's all you use, you're pretty much guaranteed to at least end up with something good. So for this one specifically, I do like to add a good amount of spice, so I'm going to throw in some chili powder. So I'm going to evenly distribute that on the chicken. And then I'm also going to put in some paprika. Shout out to Blue's Clues. And then, I'm not going to use any cumin in here, but I do use a lot of cumin in my cooking. But then to finish that, I'm going to use some red pepper flakes and get those all in there. Okay, and what makes this honey chicken, of course, is the actual honey. And so after I'm stirring all the spices around, I am going to get the honey in there. And keep in mind, this is just about a 6, so right above a medium on my stove top here. And you can see that nice flavor for you right there is already infused in that chicken. That's exactly what we love. And to amplify the sweetness, that is exactly what we're going to use, the honey and the honey chicken. So I am not shy when it comes to adding honey because I love it. Everybody else that's tried this chicken has loved it as far as I know.
Oh yeah.
And my camera woman can to that. Man, that's really it. When you add the honey, you're able to get that flavor. You can see the sauce in the pan. And man, we are really cooking it up here. This is super simple. All you had to do was add those spices. There's no measuring necessary here. You turn the stove on, you put those couple of things, oil, butter, garlic, onion. Boom, you're good. Chicken in, spices, you add that, cook that until you feel like the chicken is right. And honestly, I'm not gonna tell you a certain amount of time. I would say if you're cooking it on medium, it's gonna take anywhere from, 7 to 10 minutes. But you gotta get a feel for it the more that you start cooking chicken. So if you wanna look up a recipe and follow a specific amount of time, by all means, do that. But if not, you kinda just get a feel for it the more that you do it. And man, this is looking good. So I'm excited. I really hope you guys try this for yourselves, and if you do, please let me know. Shoot me a message here on YouTube or hit me on Instagram. Send me a picture because I'd love to see you guys recreating the signature honey chicken that I've developed over the years. It's nothing fancy, but I made it for all my friends and they love it. And so I wanted to share something that's simple and something that's easy for you guys. Whether you're in high school and you're starting to cook and you love it, or you're in college and you're cooking for the first time, I think that something like this is a crowd pleaser and something that you can eat almost every day. Before starting my junior year, I didn't know a single thing to do in the kitchen. And the entire summer before starting this year, I worked with my mom and cooked with her almost every single day. And so it was awesome to learn so much about the kitchen. And then I was moving into an apartment for my junior year. And so I knew that I was gonna have a kitchen and I wanted to take advantage of that. That's exactly what I did. And I just started cooking almost every day of this year. And I have just loved everything about it and sharing meals with people and making meals that just make other people happy. There's nothing like food when it comes to bringing people together. One thing I forgot to add earlier was the red peppers. And so, like I said, you can add whatever pepper you want. And I think it's just so awesome to have some red peppers in here. You can chop them up finely or have them a little bit bigger like this. It's personal preference at the end of the day. Get that nice sizzle. Oh man, it is looking good. I'm gonna turn the heat down a little bit as we are nearing the end of this dish. We're getting some nice char on that chicken, which that's up to you, personal preference. I like to have a little bit of a char on the chicken, and I think it just brings out a little bit more of that flavor, but that depends on you, what your own preference is, or your audience. I almost never do the char when I'm cooking for somebody that I either don't know their preferences or don't know how they like their food prepared, but if I'm cooking for people I know or for myself, I'll give that just that little char there. You can see right here, I'll bring it to you. Just that nice char that adds some flavor to your dish. So we are just about wrapping up here. I'm gonna let it go a little bit longer so that I can fully cook. You'll get these bell peppers to match the rest of the dish. That's my bad for adding it in late. And then as soon as we finish that, we're just gonna serve it over rice, put the cilantro on top, and we are golden. Alright guys, so the chicken is just about perfect and ready to serve. So we have our plate of white rice here, and we are just going to serve it away. So this is actually my portion, which I'm really excited. So I'm gonna be serving this entire thing, but even just 1 or 2 chicken thighs can be enough to serve, a couple of people. And so don't be shy, and leftovers is always a good thing, especially right now we're all at home. Leftovers is honestly your best friend. So make a full pack of this in one go and you can have a meal for a week knowing that it's gonna be good. Like I said, I hope I made this simple and easy for you guys. When it comes to cooking, it's nothing fancy. There are a lot of fancier things, and I'm not gonna claim to be a chef. I'm just gonna claim to be a guy that has started to learn things in the kitchen. I've been cooking for less than a year, and I'm proud of where I'm at, and I just want to share that with you guys for people that do want to start learning to cook. So the last thing that we're going to do here, like I said, is to add the cilantro. Like I said, I use cilantro on just about everything, and so I'm just going to sprinkle that right on top of this dish just to add color. You could do that with green peppers or something else if you'd like, but here I'm adding cilantro. I'm adding a good amount of cilantro because I love it, and that about does it. So there is your final signature DJ's Honey Chicken. And I'm so happy with the end result. I'm ready to eat this because I'm very hungry, and I hope you guys make this for yourselves. All right, that wraps it up for me. I'm gonna go chow down right now, but before that, it would mean a lot if you like this video. Share it with a friend who could use a chicken recipe while they're stuck in quarantine or they're trying to learn how to cook. This made it really easy and accessible for you guys. Stay safe when you go to the store, wear a mask, and come home and enjoy the fruits of your labor. I promise you, cooking for yourself, there's nothing like it, and being able to share that meal, especially with the people that you are at home with, will mean a lot to them. So enjoy this signature honey chicken. I hope you guys are staying safe and doing well. Subscribe to the channel and hit that bell if you haven't already. Stay tuned. I'm going to be bringing a variety of content over the summer while we are here at home. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. My name is DJ. I'll see you real soon. Peace. Especially whether you're in high school and you're just starting to cook, or you're in college if you never cooked. I'm just gonna be a claimant guy. I'm just gonna be